anything which can reunite the deputy president William Ruto and Raila Odinga, then it's the plan to give President Uhuru Kenyatta a fresh start. I've been consistently saying on this platform that nothing happens out of mere coincidence in politics. Everything is normally planned to achieve specific political objectives. The Daily Nation today is carrying a headline, Atwoli, how we plan to give Uhuru a fresh start. Nothing happens out of mere coincidence. That headline is intended to achieve specific political objectives. And it's not the first time the talk about extending the president's term is being mooted in this country. I want you to listen to Noah Wekesa about 2 years ago talking about the same. Noah Wekesa was one of the individuals who co-chaired together with the Kiraiti Murungi the merger between Jubilee Party and URP. So listen to Noah Wekesa.
Watu wanasema Uhuru Kenyatta ataretire 2022 at 60 years. You know 60 years, that is when I was a cabinet minister. Uhuru is going nowhere. I want to tell you, upende usipende usienendo mama huwa wabolabra kusahulu kwa ativa, lakini nikimaliza election wanasema nikoka wekese ya kuboleranga. Uhuru Kenyatta is going nowhere. At 60 years he's still very young. I'm 83 and I'm still in politics. So 60 years, where is he going to do?
The other individual who has talked about this need is actually the Nairobi governor, Mike Mbuvi Sonko.
Na mimi Mheshimiwa Rais, sitaki kuongea siasa sababu itakuwa ni makosa. Tuko ndani ya nyumba ya Mungu. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Rais, bado uko na kazi mingi sana. Na mimi umenikataza kuongea siasa. Ningependa kuwaambia Wakenya hivi. Mambo ya handshake, mambo sijui yakieleweka na tangatanga sababu wako hapa. Kama sisi tunajua tuko nyuma ya rais. Rais ako na miaka 56. Bado ni kijana mzee. Hayati baba yake alipotuacha alikuwa mzee. Rais Moi alijiuzulu akiwa mzee. Rais Kibaki alijiuzulu akiwa mzee. Wewe bado kuna miaka 56. Na mimi naona ndio wewe uache legacy mzuri. Ndio hii siasa ya vita yetu ya wenyewe kwa wenyewe. Rais, hatutaki utuachie nchi ambayo itakuwa imepasuka. Hii siasa ya chuki ni wewe tu ndio utaimaliza. Kwa hivyo kama handshake ni ya ukweli, kama tangatanga ni ya ukweli, kama kieleweke ni ya ukweli, mimi siko mahali hapo. Mimi nasema hivi Rais, na kama tutaenda kwa mambo ya referendum, mimi nataka Rais, na hiyo ni opinion yangu, mimi naomba Rais kwa ile referendum kama ni ya ukweli, yeye bado ni kijana, ni miaka 56, ajiuzulu akiwa na miaka 60. Tuongezee rais mmoja nyingine, Kenya iende mbele.
So the headline today, in my view, is intended to achieve specific political objective. Francis Atwoli is not your ordinary individual in this country. Atwoli is actually referred to as the prophet of Kenyan politics. There is nothing in this country which Atwoli has ever prophesied, which has never happened. Atwoli talked about the handshake, it happened. Atwoli talked about the Building Bridges initiative or the referendum, and it's unfolding. Francis Atwoli even talked about a chaser in cabinet. A chaser was removed. And Atwoli talked about this move or this plan to extend the president term long time ago.
Juzi kwa kanisa nilisema, Mheshimiwa Raila, there is no way you can dismiss people from central Kenya or from Mount Kenya from being inside the government. Na nikaambia watu, even 2022 they will be there. If we don't amend this constitution, where is Uhuru going to go and is young? Atasumbua watu wengine. We must amend the constitution to accommodate him somewhere.
But let's give credit where it is due. President Uhuru Kenyatta has repeated several times that he doesn't have any plans whatsoever of extending his stay in office. He's planning to serve and then retire. But his key allies are pushing for this. And it's not the first time we are hearing about this. Initially, if you remember very closely, the former member of parliament, Mbogwa, who is now a member of the ELA, was the first to talk about the Kaputin. Kaputin simply means what President Putin, or how President Putin has sustained being in power despite the term limit. So he kept on switching from prime minister to president. So that talk disappeared. And then there was the talk of changing the constitution to allow for one-term presidency of, is it 8 years or 7 years? So if that was to happen, then the president was going to stay in power for another 2 more years. Then there was the third one of changing the constitution to include more positions within the structure of government, what they were calling inclusivity. In this, the intention was to have a president and a prime minister. And the prime minister was going to be the head of government. And the idea of these guys was that Uhuru Kenyatta was going to be the prime minister. But all those are possible. But if President Uhuru Kenyatta's allies are planning to change the constitution to either allow for an extension of the president's term in office or to allow the president to again run again in 2022, then I can assure you one thing. That's the only thing which is going to unite or reunite the deputy president William Ruto and Raila Odinga. So today I want us to look at how that move, if it's true, is going to unite these two gentlemen. But before we do that, if you're watching this video for the first time, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Now let us go straight to the points. The first reason why these guys will reunite is politics is about interest. So the question which both of them will be asking themselves, if the president extends his term in office, will it serve their political interest? Will the extension, if the constitution is changed and the president is allowed to contest again, will it serve the interest of the deputy president, William Ruto? In my view, I don't think so. So the deputy president is likely to oppose that. The other question would be, will that extension serve the political interest of Raila Odinga? I don't think so. So because it will not serve their political interest, these two gentlemen are likely to say no. They're likely to say no to that move. Number two is the numbers. Politics, perceptionally, is a game of numbers. President Uhuru Kenyatta teamed up with the deputy president William Ruto. It is perceived today that in Jubilee Party, Ruto has more say in that government than the president. Indeed, it was a tribal alliance, the Kikuyus and the Kalenjins. Raila Odinga also believed that he won the presidency and his votes were stolen. So the question is a combination of Raila Odinga and William Ruto. how lethal do you think it can be? And because these guys know that they have the numbers, they can easily team up to reject any attempt by the president to extend his term in office. That's one thing I can guarantee you. Number 3 is the betrayal tag. Perceptionally, the supporters of Raila Odinga are believing that Uhuru Kenyatta will support him, even if the people of Central Kenya will not vote for him. That is likely to support Raila Odinga by handing him over the state machinery. The allies of the deputy president had believed that the president was going to support the deputy. Again, as at now, that's not very clear now. The president is likely not to support his deputy. So all this will round up to what is called betrayal. And of course, politics is all about interest and betrayal. Betrayal is a constant thing in politics. And because these guys will feel betrayed, they'll go outside there, very bitter, very angry. And because both of them will be very bitter and will be very angry, their common enemy will now be Uhuru Kenyatta. And because of that, they might come together. Remember, as things stand today, Raila Odinga can still work with the President Uhuru Kenyatta comfortably. And because Raila Odinga is bringing a mass which were opposed to the president, so they can work together without any problem. I don't think the deputy president, William Ruto, and Uhuru Kenyatta can work together again. Even if they were to work together again, I think the rest of Kenyans will not take them seriously now, because Ruto has started a campaign of trying to dissociate himself from Uhuru Kenyatta's government. So it will not be possible for them to work again. Number 4 is that 2022 presents the best moment for both William Ruto and Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga believes he has the numbers. He believes he has the support. And Raila Odinga believes that the only thing he's been missing is the system. So he believes now that if Uhuru were to support him with the system, then it's his best moment for the presidency. William Ruto, on the other side, also believes that 2022 is his best moment. He's been the deputy president for 2 terms, which means the only other role he can take in this country is the presidency. He doesn't have any other option. He cannot be a running mate to any other individual again. He can only be a presidential candidate. And according to him, he has the Central Kenya, he has the Rift Valley. The deputy president is now competing with Raila Odinga in Raila Odinga's stronghold. So he believes also that it is his right moment. And because both of them believes it's their moment, someone like Raila Odinga extending Uhuru Kenyatta's term with the 2 years would extend Raila Odinga's age with another 2 years. So he's going to be old. Extending it with another 5 years would mean extending Raila Odinga's age with 5 years. So he won't allow. So this is their best moments, according to them. And because it's their best moment, they would rather let Uhuru Kenyatta go home than extend. In fact, Raila Odinga would be comfortable with Uhuru Kenyatta joining him either as a prime minister, even if that prime minister will be powerful, but not to extend the president's term. That's one thing I know is going to happen. Number 5 is the Kikuyu factor. Let's face it, this country is a tribal country. The truth of the matter is that this country has been ruled by 2 tribes for almost 60 years. Kenyatta 15 years, Moi 24, Kibaki 10, Uhuru now heading to 10. So saliently, there's the talk that this country, the leadership needs to shift. But if you leave that, Kenyans are feeling that the Kikuyus in this country have had enough of their time in leadership. And that Uhuru Kenyatta just sneaked in through the back door. So they will not want an extension of Uhuru Kenyatta's rule in this country. So because of that, it will be easy for these guys to gang up against Uhuru Kenyatta. But the other thing that we must also acknowledge, and I'll probably do an in-depth analysis, is that both Raila Odinga and William Ruto should be wary of a strong Central Kenya. Central Kenya should not be strong, politically speaking, at any given time. So that they have Uhuru Kenyatta controlling Central Kenya fully. That would be bad for them. Central Kenya should not be allowed to speak in one voice. Because if they do that, then it means they can decide to stop Raila Odinga and William Ruto easily. They have the numbers, so they can go to Kalonzo, tell Kalonzo, we boss, who are running mate to Musalia Mudavadi. So they give Musalia Mudavadi the ticket. And to Kalonzo as the running mate. Then they support that team. With the backing of the system. Poop. Wameenda. Again, they can even go to Musalia Mudavadi and tell Musalia Mudavadi, look here, support Kalonzo Musyoka. Be his running mate. We support you guys with the numbers. So Raila and William Ruto must at any given time make sure that Central Kenya will not be able to speak with one voice. But in short, if there's any plan, as per what Atwoli is quoted to have said in the Daily Nation, to extend the term of the president, then that plan is going to reunite Raila Odinga and the deputy president, William Ruto. I don't know what you think. I want to read your comments on that. And again, if you're watching this video for the first time, please take a second or two and click the subscribe button so that next time you produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.